Well, what's going on, everybody? I just recorded an episode. It was great. Probably the best episode I've ever done. I don't know how serious I am about that, but my little microphone here, I swing it away, and so it was gone. So you can't even really hear me. So that's stupid. I wish it never would have happened. So we're just going to pretend like it didn't, and no one will ever know. So welcome back. Hello. How are you? The traffic, kind of see it's going up. I have this graph pulled up. You can see this is our low point. We've gone higher, or we're going higher, I should say. If you look here, you see organic 18.8% of total impressions. Yesterday, organic 28.4. That's a good thing, right? So that means we're going up. We're getting better views, which should result in a better conversion rate over here and a click through rate, which is going up. But quantity sold, look, we have some duds. I had a dud yesterday. I went 4,410 and then 2 today. So figuring eBay out, we're figuring out a computer program, which is the algorithm, right? So um, it's hard. I don't fully understand it. I know that if you list a lot of items, you'll sell a lot of items as long as it's good items. So maybe you just keep it simple and go to that. But as you're building it, it's the hardest part. I remember with the first store building it up, like it took a while and we just had to increase our listings, and then excuse me, we get to 20 to 30 sales a day, and you're just go, and you have enough money coming in because you're selling a lot of items. But like getting to that point is hard. um I don't know, it's just you have to be smart about what you do. You have to really know your numbers, and that's something that I wanted to talk about because you can look at an item on eBay. Okay, so right now, let's say you have an item in your store, it sells for $10. And then let's say shipping is $8, and then sales tax is $2. So the total sale is $20. So that's what eBay is going to charge you fees off of, $20, the full price, which is 100% stupid. They're jerks for doing it, but it's their platform, it's their rules. Because the shipping and the sale, well, the sales tax we get zero of. The shipping, maybe you're making a few pennies off shipping, but they want their cake and eat it too, which is why every time you log into their stupid website, what do? They have all these banners. Hey, spend your money with us and do these campaigns, which I've talked to numerous people and they've had zero luck with them. I wouldn't advise doing it unless maybe you're in a certain category and it works for you. But anyway, so let's just say your total sales $20. Now, let's say your promoted listing, 10%. Then the final value fee is 12.7% for me because I'm top rated plus, but I'm sure most are out there. So that's 22.7%. Oops, it's not what I meant to do. Times 22.7% equals $4.54. Okay, let's make this big. So now you're down to 15.46. Well, we said shipping is $8. Now you're down to 7.46. If your average cost of goods is like $6, you're making $1.50. So I mean, maybe you thought it was a good item and you paid $8 for it, so you lost 54 cents. Oh. It's really easy to lose money and not realize it on eBay, especially when you're selling these lower priced items. Um, it can be pretty dangerous. And I think, and that's why I've created some sheets that I've created recently, because it's really easy to not know. Like you should be able to say, okay, I sold an item for $20. I'm gonna make about $13 off of it after everything. And then, excuse me, and then my cost of goods is $6. So I'm going to make $7 off this item. So if I sell something at 20, my profit is going to be about $7, right? Like you should know that in your head. Easy way to figure that out is if you go on the overview, which I'm not going to do. But if you go on overview and you look on the right side, it'll show the amount of money that actually went to you into your bank account, or yeah, it should be your bank account. So if it says, hey, $1,000 went into your bank account, then you look and you say, oh, for the last 30 days, I've had 100 transactions. Oh, so I've made $10 on each transaction or on each item. My cost of goods per item is $6. So I'm left with $4 profit per item. And I said I sold 100 items, $400. So I made $400 this month. So do I want to list some more items? Well, if I took that $400 and bought more items, oh goodness, I need to stop with the yawning. It's talking too much. So I want to make sure you guys are clear here. This $6 right here is replacing the item that's sold. This 400 is extra money to do what you want with. So we know we're going to replace those items. So we could add extra for a month. So we could go divided by 6. Okay, that gets me 66 items per month, or 66 items. I could buy 66 extra items this month if I wanted to, and then go resell those. And what would you make? Well, you'd make $4 profit. You'd make an extra 264. You'd take the 400, turn it into 400 plus 264, 460 or 664. So you can kind of see how you can start piling up your money really quickly. Um, you just have to know your numbers, not hold on to things. Just have a plan, really. Gosh. Just have a plan, sorry. Have a plan and kind of execute that plan and keep a close eye on, hey, here's my money situation. Here's what I'm making every month. Here's the bills going out for the business expenses. Here's what's coming in. Uh, here's what's left over. And what should I do with what's left over? Should I go one more? Should I increase? Right. So um, that's something that I'm like, I've always kept an eye on it, but I'm keeping more of an eye on it, but I'm doing it in a more simplified way than I've ever done it before, if that makes sense. Because I just want something real quick and easy to look at, but I want it to have everything on there. And I keep mentioning this worksheet because I think it's going to be a good idea once I'm ready to put it on the Facebook group, in the Facebook group, for everyone to have, and then they can change it however they want. But I just want to make sure I have everything in there that, like, I want to have everything in there, but instead of like individually listed out like a total, so like monthly expenses, and then like things that aren't set, like inventory costs, and then just kind of, okay, here's what's left at the end of the month, like we just kind of did, and then what should we do with that money, right? Because if you sold, what did we say? If you sold 100 items this month, right? And you can see on your chart, like this chart right here that we're looking at, you can see, okay, I've for the last 3 months I've sold X and it's slowly going up. So I'm pretty confident that I can say, okay, I'm going to sell another 100 items because we can see our trajectory is headed that way. Then we keep going, right? And we say, okay, so if I increase my listings, maybe even I increase it by one per day, not two, like we could have done in that example. I know my store is probably going to grow a little bit, right? So we can take that money, turn it into more money, right? So I look at it like I'm just trying to increase my sold per month because that's going to increase my money. And as I do that, it will just keep increasing, increasing, and increasing. And that's what we did in the first store until we hit the brick wall and eBay said, nah, you're done. And I mean, they didn't really say, nah, you're done, but they kicked us in the pants pretty hard. And to this day, we still have no reason why. But yeah, so there you go. So I kind of hope everyone understands that. Not kind of, I do hope everyone understands that. Let me know if you have any questions on it. The tournament's on, ladies and gentlemen. NCAA men's basketball, so that's super important. It's a great distraction while you're doing your listings. Um, I like having it on, so I look forward to it every year. But it's going on now. There's been some upsets, different things, but good times. So I hope everyone's doing well. Again, let me know if you have any questions. Appreciate everyone stopping by and supporting the channel. We'll see you next time. Hopefully, we don't forget the microphone.